What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Ryan's Bourbon Corner. Today we're talking about the pitfalls that a lot of brand new bourbon drinkers fall into because they're watching YouTube and seeing these bottles that everybody's chasing and they think, I've got to have that. That is a mistake. Each one of these bottles sitting here cost over $100. It's better to start on this side and learn what you actually like. Benchmark. This bottle is under $20. It teaches you the flavors of bourbon, and if you don't like it, it's less than $20. Then you come over to the Buffalo Trace, where you actually learn what Buffalo Trace is before you start chasing these bottles over here. Then you go for a wheated bourbon like Maker's Mark. These guys have been doing it right since day one. From there, you go over to something like 1792 Bottled and Bond. When you're looking for something that has a little bit more proof and a little bit more complexity to it, this bottle is a really easy drinking bourbon. Now, once you've learned what you actually like in a bourbon on this side, then it makes sense to run for these bottles. Now this is Peerless Double Oak. This is a really good top shelf double oak bourbon. But here in South Florida, it goes for 100 plus. Then you've got Old Forester. This bottle here, if you're lucky, you can pick it up for $80. Most places in South Florida, you're gonna pay 100 plus for this bottle. Stagg is one of my absolute favorite Buffalo Trace products, but I'm not paying $150 for it. With the way things are going in the world, it's a lot easier to find. You may not get it at MSRP. You might pay a little bit more for it, but don't pay $150 plus. Now, the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof is a really great bourbon, but again, you're paying serious money for it. You need to learn what you like before you even think about going to this side. Now, one of the things that can really help you is if you have a whiskey bar near you that sells these things or a variation of them so that you can try different bourbons if you're not so sure you want to buy that bottle. You might not like this one. You might like their top floor or their full proof version of this bottle, which is perfectly fine, and you're still not spending a lot. Although this one might be a little harder to find out at a bar. But the rest of these you can find, and you might not necessarily find the Peerless Double Oak, but you'll find Woodford Double Oaked, you'll find the Old Forester 1910, which are both really great bourbons that you can pick up between $50 to $60. Most places will have an Old Forester Barrel Proof, as well as Stagg. A lot of bars have this, at least whiskey bars do. And here in South Florida, a lot of the whiskey bars will have the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Like I said, you spend $20 to $40 on a shot. Yes, it's a lot, but it's a small investment in learning what you like. Now, if you've gotten any value out of this video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, let me know what you started with in the bourbon world in the comments. And until next time, cheers.